say and spell your name for me so I can get a voice level?
Madison Young, Madison Young.
Excellent.
I'm actually surprised I got that.
Long day.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're just talking to Chris. Chris, whenever you're ready.
Awesome. Okay, we talked to you at the beginning of this week. Knew it'd be awesome to have a great week. Not that you necessarily needed it, but inside the top 10 is really fun.
Yeah.
You put yourself in position. How you feeling going in it tomorrow?
I feel good. I knew yesterday, I didn't check anything. I've been like putting my phone down and staying really grounded in what I'm doing. And I checked, I had to check last night to see like what the projected was, and I was 13. I'm like, it's not really good enough. So I was like really anxious to come out here today and just like go after it. So I did.
And where does that come from? Because I know, and you and I have talked about, it has not always just been something you can say, let's go step on it and go get it.
Where does that come from? I think it's just an inner belief that all the work that you've put in throughout the year, it can pay off, and it did. And I'm ready to go out tomorrow and do more of the same.
We talked in Atlantic Beach, beginning of the season.
Yeah.
It has been an emotional ride for you.
Yeah.
You got to win.
Yeah.
You're sitting here with a chance to win the Epson Tour Championship.
That sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah, it's been an emotional couple of years financially. Like every which way you could describe it, it's been emotional. But I'm just excited for an opportunity to win again and to get my card.
Yeah, and you know, obviously, without trying to look too far past the job that has to get done tomorrow, what will that feel like walking across that stage, getting your card, and knowing you have potentially full status on the LPGA Tour next year?
Like I said to you the other day, this is a stepping stone for me, so it's going to feel great, but I want to be number one, and this is a way to do that, and so it'll be great, but it's not the end of my story.
Yeah, and you're out here with your husband, which is really cool, just to like get it off the golf course a little bit. And he's walking with you, which is insanely hot, so like kudos to him, but how fun has that been to be able to have him, and how does that level you and make you maybe play a little bit better?
Yeah, I think we complement each other really well. Obviously, that's why I married him. But on the golf course, we've had to work hard on that and you know, staying focused on the task at hand. But yeah, it is really hot, and he decided that it would be best to walk with me and, you know, not throw off the rhythm with a cart. And it's been good. It'll be hot, but it's been great.
All right, last one for me. You tend to wear your emotions on your sleeve a little bit out there, which is never a bad thing. But you have been a little more level-headed on your rounds this year. It has kind of helped you get under control. Was it just a flip that you were able to switch? Is it because of your husband on the bag? Like, what's that mindset shift been for you?
I actually started working with a sports psychologist at the end of last year. I had an emotional kind of end to last year, and I figured it was probably time because this was my last year. I was giving it one more year, and I knew I had what it took, but it was like the extra step that I needed to like take it over the edge. And I think by having Kevin as his name, which is funny because I always think of Home Alone, Kevin. But yeah, he's been great. He's kept me really level-headed, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, so, sorry, there is one follow-up to that. Yeah. You go from thinking this might be your last year ever playing professional golf, wanting to basically give up, to where we're standing today.
Well, let's be real, I didn't want to give up. I wanted to be the best I could possibly be, but financially we didn't have the money to keep going, so we were like, let's just, when I won, I actually had no money left. So we were like, we got to do something. So we did, we won, and then a couple weeks ago, before I finished 5th in Arkansas, we had no money again, and just, I guess it just propels me a little bit to fight, so yeah.
Can I ask just a question to that?
Yeah.
I mean, that takes a lot of guts to play like that with your back against the wall in that kind of way. What does that bring out in you that maybe you've seen progress this season, or even seen in those moments when you've had no money and you've had to pull it out?
Yeah. Pressure is a privilege. I know that's like such a cliche saying, but like I'm grateful to be in this position, and I'm grateful for another opportunity every week. And it hasn't always been sunshine and rainbows this year. Like I've struggled a little bit towards the middle end of the season, but like I don't think it ever brought out the best in me before, and now I feel like it's bringing out the best in me because like you have one chance, so you just got to do it or you don't. And so I think when my back's against the wall, I feel like when I know what I need to do, sometimes I do it. Not all the time, that's just golf, but majority of the time I do.
Mindset heading into the final round with that kind of back against the wall mentality, it feels like that you showed out there today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be grateful and be where my feet are. Like, look around at the scenery. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be brutal, but just be present.